Would you rather 90,000 views or 900 views and $90,000? Well, this guy took the $90,000 option, releasing this video that flopped harder than a squid falling down some stairs, but somehow still managed to make mega money from it. But how? Well, I spent the morning with him to find out, so today I'm going to reveal the simple framework he revealed that you can apply right away. So on screen now, you can see Liam's framework that's going to help you make big money from small views, and the first step works like this. So let's just say you are this tiny little grain of rice right here, and in order to get views, all you have to do is get seen. And there's a few different ways you can do it. Option 1, you can compete against this many people. It just seems quite easy, right? Or you can compete against this many. If you want to get traction on YouTube, there are so many people fighting for your viewers' attention now. So it just doesn't make sense to try and take on the rice pile. So instead, Liam removed himself from the rice pile, where everyone was making a day in the life of vlogs and mindset content, and really general and broad business videos for beginners, and instead focused on making videos for just one type of person, experienced agency owners. That's it, which is way smaller than this group, but whereas before maybe only 10% of his viewership were right for his offer, now 100% were. So when you leave the rice pile, yes, to the outside world, you might start to get less views, but behind the vanity metrics, you might actually end up with a higher percentage of the perfect viewers. The thing is, how have you managed to stop chasing views? Because this all feels really counterproductive.
There's no point looking at other people's views. You need to focus on your own channel, focus on your business, and then just focus on that long-term plan. You know, where do you want to be in 12 months' time? Who do you want to attract? And nothing else matters.
So how do you feel now when you get a 10 out of 10 flop?
It really hurts. But yeah, I just have to ignore it.
Oh, it's a 4 out of 10's all right.
4 out of 10.
Is it not?
No, it's all right. It's not one, mate.
Which brings us on to the second part of the framework, which is something everyone who has massive success on YouTube and in business has in common, and it works like this. This is the most expensive truffle in the world, tuber magnetum. Now, what makes this thing so valuable and amazing is, it's got a bit of rice on it. Now, what makes this thing so amazing is, for years, they develop underneath the surface of the earth, with almost no evidence that they exist to passers-by, and then over time, as the weather conditions hit them, they mature underground. This is making such a mess. And then one day, boom, they appear out of nowhere, and this beetroot, pretending to be a truffle, is the next key part of Liam's system, because just like truffles, business and results on YouTube compound over time. So it'll feel like you're getting nowhere for ages, and then boom, you'll get a massive payoff. But this just won't happen to anyone who expects overnight success. So the question you need to ask yourself really is, how long have you given yourself to make a success of YouTube?
Decades. You know, this is part of our business. It's our marketing channel, right? So even though it may not be working as good as it could now, I know that if I play the game long enough, it will. I guess the biggest thing is make as many mistakes as you possibly can, but then actually notice those mistakes and then make the changes to fix them.
Bringing us on to step 3. And this is what makes the views you do get 10 times more powerful for generating income. Are you choking to death on an apple? Do you wish someone was there to pat you on the back? Well, oh boy, do I have a solution for you. You just need to jump on your back. But what if it happens again? I hope it never happens again. Meet the Chokeinator. Simply shove it down your throat and you'll never choke again. Alright, the Chokeinator.com 553. So this part of the framework's really simple, and it works like this. So did your new clients tell you why they ended up contacting you?
They ended up watching a few of my videos, around 5. And then when I jumped on a call, they basically just said, look, they trust me, they've watched the videos enough, and they believe that we are the guys to help them with that specific problem that we talk about on the channel. So I kind of zoom out every week, look at the kind of conversations I've been having with clients and on sales calls and the problems that we're facing inside of our own agency. And then I make content around that. I just talk about those problems, how we overcame them, and then also helping others highlight those problems in their own business that they maybe didn't even realize exist.
And that was the one that got them over the edge?
That was the one that got them over the edge.
When you make content that's more targeted to a specific problem a group of people have, anyone watching it with that exact problem is going to feel like it's made specifically for them. Now, the reason this is so powerful is because they're going to be like, wow, I have this issue right now, and this YouTube person is showing me how to solve it, so you're going to keep them hooked, which we want for growth. But the second reason is because, just like the Chokeinator, when you give them a hint that you have a service that they can use to make that problem go away, They want it, and that's exactly what Liam did. So the third step is to cover topics that solve specific problems your target viewers have, and then just let them know you have a product that solves it. You don't even need to pitch very hard in your videos. If your content's good enough, they'll just look at your description to find out if you're for hire. Which brings us on to the next part of the framework. This is the mistake almost everyone on YouTube makes, and it's killing their growth in business. So let me ask you a question that's going to show you how to fix it. Who do you think would win a rugby game? The team with 1 player or the squad with 30? And this is what everyone gets so wrong about YouTube, because remember when Liam said this a minute ago?
They ended up watching a few of my videos, around 5.
You have to think of your YouTube channel as a squad of content that works together to generate views and income. Because people don't tend to buy something after watching one of your videos. They need to see a few of them. And when you get this right, this happens.
They basically just said, look, they trust me, they've watched the videos enough, they've seen my content, and they believe that we are the guys to help them with that specific problem that we talk about on the channel.
So it's critical you start thinking of every video as a new team member running onto the pitch, not as the ultimate video that will win the game of YouTube for you. Because even when one video blows up, if nobody watches your next ones, it makes no difference. So Liam's idea to just focus on this one type of person and their problem now started to work, even though his videos kept flopping. How did you feel when the flop with 900 views started bringing in business?
Yeah, it was like a massive slap in the face. Everything changed. My whole thoughts previous to that was I needed hundreds of thousands of views, but they didn't book calls. So seeing this video get 900 views just made me sit back and realize, okay, I was doing it wrong the entire time. Now I don't compare myself to anyone in the niche. I kind of just focus on what we're doing and what we're selling to our clients.
Which brings us on to the next part of the framework, which is all about turning those views into money. The thing is, most people do this.
We're going to absolutely love this. This is our new incredibly simple sales system. And it works like this. So they're going to start by just watching a video, and then they're going to click on a link and go to our email. And if they do that, they're then going to get sent a welcome email. Now, if they buy from the welcome email straight away, it's we're just going to push them another email here, and then the final email will just beg. Can't believe I didn't think of it sooner.
Liam, however, just did this. So how do you get people from watching a video to buying your service?
In its simplest form, they watch a video, they click a link in the description, they book in a call with us, we sell them our offer.
When the internet blew up, everyone made it their mission to eliminate how much interaction they had with other people in the ultimate quest for passive income. So they came up with these crazy complex marketing systems that took months to build and often failed because, I mean, well, look at it. So yes, that might make it more passive. And then there's the added bonus of this. What do people think when they see the guy who's in the videos on the sales calls?
They trust you, right? They've been watching me on YouTube for hours at this point. So they're like, oh, you are the guy. You've taken the time to speak to just me. It works really well on a sales call. You don't have to, do any sort of sales trickery or anything like that. You already have that trust with them. They know you know what you're talking about. It just makes it so easy.
Thing is, when you do have a call like this, there's a bit of a problem. Firstly, people can often book and then not show up. Secondly, you kind of need to work out if the person who booked is going to be the right fit for your product or service before the call. Otherwise, it's going to waste both of your time. And then thirdly, you need to send reminders before the call. And then if they don't show up, try to find out why. So as simple as it sounds, there's some downsides too, but that's where the next part of the framework came in and where Liam managed to totally eliminate that issue. And it works like this. Okay, so what happens when a person inquires with you to then become a client? What's the system?
So it's really simple.
Yep.
A lead comes in through the YouTube channel. AI then reaches out trying to set an appointment and book a call with that lead.
How does it reach out?
So it reaches out via WhatsApp, via SMS, via email, whatever platform you want it to.
And do they then have a conversation with the bot or something?
Yeah, so they can have a back and forth conversation. The bot's trained on our business. It's trained on what we offer and who we can help. It will then figure out whether or not this person should actually be booking in for a call.
So give me an example of a question the bot's going to ask.
So the bot's, number one, we have to work with businesses that are making over a certain amount of money. So this bot's going to figure out, what is your business? Are you a beginner? Are you an expert? And if you're an expert and you're not a beginner, then it's going to send you to that booking page and get you booked in.
And if it's like, okay, this person's not someone we can help, what happens?
If it's someone that we can't help, we just send them back to the YouTube video, sending them links to the content that the bot has figured out they need help with specifically. And then they go and watch more YouTube videos.
So does that come back when you're ready?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, so after you've figured out they're the right fit, then what happens?
So once they've booked in for that call, we then have a separate AI that reaches out and asks them more qualification questions. What we found was a lot of people wouldn't show up for our calls because there was no real engagement with them once they'd actually booked in. So this AI just keeps them warm, gives them more material to watch before the call, and again, just provides them support and answers more questions and further qualifies them.
What sort of question would it ask?
So again, it would dig in deeper to the information you left on the booking form. if you've left specific problems that you may be facing, it will dig into those a little bit more, so that when I jump on these sales calls and the team jump on these calls, we have all of this information about this business and we know exactly whether or not we can help them.
Do they know they're talking to a bot?
Sometimes the bot's pretty good. So it's trained to speak like me. So it has my characteristics. A lot of people think it is me.
Which brings us on to the next part of the framework, and this is the easiest way to make money ever, and it works like this. So your clients are like bacteria. No offense to my own clients. I love you guys. But it's true, because bacteria does this thing called binary fission. What that means is they split themselves in half, and one bacteria becomes two. And then they do this over and over again, so there's loads of them. When you niche down to serve a particular audience and clients sign up, they then tend to know other people with similar problems, which means so long as you look after them, they then refer other people like them to your business, and one client, like bacteria, suddenly becomes two. So the way Liam generated $90,000 from one video wasn't because he signed up 100 people, it was because of this.
So we landed that one client, and then instantly they referred us to like 3 other businesses off the back of that one video.
So when you look at everything I've just shown you, only getting 900 views on a video suddenly turns into, wow, 900 of the most perfect people watch my videos every week, and I only need one of them to build my business. Now, if you're like, I want to do something like this too, the first thing you need to do is work out where to focus your time and energy, because you might not need more viewers. You might just need to make one change to your video description or somewhere on your website to open up these floodgates. So watch this video next and I'll show you exactly where to focus next for the best results for your own business.